Hello and welcome to another Minidisc haul unboxing from Cbits Tech. This one should have a selection of hopefully interesting TDK tapes. In the last Minidisc haul I got some quite interesting ones from Axia. So I'm just going to give you an update on that one. So if you don't want a spoiler, if you haven't seen it, if you don't want a spoiler, look away now. So here's an update on how far I've got with the previous video. I'm not going to show you the ones under there, but there were 64 discs. Some of them are actually, I think, are quite rare. These are the ones that I haven't yet listened to. These are the ones also I haven't yet listened to. There's a whole pile of them there. These are the ones I've listened to and have got no interest in the music, so they will be either wiped if I want to keep the disc or probably sold on again. And these are the discs so far that I have enjoyed the music on. So it's about 2 to 1. Music I don't like compared to music I like. And I'll probably give you an update on this when I've got them all finished. So if you looked away to avoid the spoilers, you can now look back again. Now, I ordered that earlier batch. There'll be a link to that video at the end of, there'll be a card for that video at the end of this video. There's also one in the description box, and if you can't wait and you want to watch someone first, have a look up there, click that link and you'll be able to go to that original video. And that other one, I might have to do this off camera because of the address label. So the other one, I had bought them but hadn't had delivery of them, and before I got delivery of them I bought this batch because the first batch had some interesting ones that I wanted and was £70.50 I think for 64 discs. And this one I then saw the guy was a guy or girl, actually I think it was a girl, a female. She was selling some unwrapped TDK music jack discs, and then these ones I think are 70 discs for £51 and boxes to go in them, boxes for them to go in. I got an amazing price on them. I'm hoping some of these are music jack as well, because music jack I don't think is a very common disc in the UK. So let's have a look. Nicely packaged. How am I going to do this? These are all pretty bog standard ones. I've got to make sure I don't show any address labels, so I'm just going to slide these out straight away. So I think I've got a very good deal. Here's the listing, and I think I've got a great deal on this one. This one's got a box with no lid on it. But that's fine, because I wasn't really interested in the boxes. It's just handy that they came in them. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's go through them all. Right. Okay, we've got standard TDK MD74. Box feels a bit weird. Ah, hang on a second. Was this the same seller? That, which I can't pronounce, there was one of those in the last batch I opened. So let me check my, let me see if it is actually the same seller. No, different person. So unless they got the discs from somebody else, yeah, that was definitely one of the, I've been listening to that today. But that is a pretty good group as far as I'm concerned. So let's go through these quite quickly. Yes, bog standard. I think most of these are these. MD RXG 74s. Quite nice discs. I was going to sell a load of these, and then I realised that many of them were 80-minute ones, so I kept them, and then it encouraged me to keep the 74-minute ones as well. So Macy Gray, probably won't be listening to that. Otis Redding, probably listen to it once, maybe find a couple of good tracks. No, I can't remember her, or him, could be a him. Don't know who that is. Chilled jazz. I'm quite into chilled at the moment. I like acid jazz, but I don't like regular jazz. There's some nice sort of 60s, early 70s stuff that's made the playlists. Sort of a cosmopolitan jazz type of thing. Wow. I've heard of some of these. Okay, what's the case? Soul, isn't it? Stevie Wonder. Ah, so these are actually from album, so that must be the album. Now this is so I've had a couple of questions lately about can you erase all mini discs, and yes, the answer is if they were home recorded you can erase all mini discs, but if they were recorded from a CD using SonicStage. SonicStage was Sony's copy protection, early form of DRM, and you could only, they called it booking out a disc. You could take a CD and record it onto 3 mini discs, but you couldn't use the same CD on the same computer to record it onto another mini disc until you checked one of those other discs back in. So you'd have to get one of your 3 mini discs, erase the track or tracks you wanted to copy onto a different disc in SonicStage, and that would check them back in. Then you'd be able to record them onto another mini disc. The upshot of that is if you've got a NetMD player like this one, NetMD, if you plug a disc, if you put a disc in that's been recorded from SonicStage directly from a CD, you can't erase it in one of these players because it wants you to put it back in the original player and the original computer and then check it back in, so you can't copy it too many times. So if you get discs which are protected like that, and it might say disc protect or track protect, what you need to do is use a mini disc player that predates NetMD. Like this one is an earlier mini disc player to this one, and these ones don't know anything about that copy protection, so you can just go ahead. And also many older shelf systems, shelf mini disc players or decks, they'll be able to erase those discs as well. So if you do get some you can't erase, just wait until you get a mini disc player that predates NetMD and you'll be able to erase them. Right, so what else we got then? More Stevie Wonder. That'd be quite good. I don't mind listening to some Stevie Wonder stuff. I'm not a massive fan, but I don't mind it. So what I'm going to do is, those are separate on the desk now. I'm going to put these new ones I unwrap back into that box just to keep them all neat and tidy. So there we go. That's very nice. Let's get up the right way. Let's tape down. I think this is painter's tape. I've seen this on the 8-bit guy. I think he uses it. I've never really seen it. I've never seen it before. Right. Okay, Van Halen. Oh, Van Morrison, sorry. Again, I couldn't, if I was pressed, I probably couldn't recall any tracks that he's written. Bob Dylan. Yeah, I know a bit of Bob Dylan stuff. It's a bit whiny to me, but I know there are some classics there. Beach Boys. Oh, I like the Beach Boys in the 90s, but not so much nowadays. The wife might have that one though. Elvis Costello. I made an Elvis Costello. I got an Elvis Costello track on an earlier mini disc purchase, and I went through some of his stuff online and found just a few tracks I liked, but not all of them, but a few of them. So I've got some more to listen to there. Okay. She crammed 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6 discs in a 5-disc hole. Okay, who's this? Okay, so less common, I think. I do like listening to other people's music collections, and quite often that leads me on to listening to tracks online and then actually buying directly from the artist sometimes. Did that with 07. Got really into a 07 song and then bought the online version. Okay, what is this? This is Welsh. No, it's Gaelic. Okay, don't know. Oh, there was a mention of this on something I was watching the other day, and I looked him up. I think he's country, isn't he? I keep thinking of Watts, which is the guy from EastEnders. He was a singer too. Okay. I don't know who these. I don't know. I don't know what type of music most of this is. That is... Wow, I've never heard of these people. Bjork. Oh, that's weird music. Some of it's good, but most of it is not my thing. No super rare discs at the moment, no music jacks, which is a shame because that's kind of why I bought this one. Start with that one since it's trying to escape already. Okay. Bongo Herman. Bongo Herman, should I say. Buena Vista Social Club. I'll probably recognise that when I play it. Right, so I'm quite into my Latin and Brazilian music at the moment. Oh, this sounds quite... I enjoy doing this, listening to some of this. Sides 1, 2 and 3. This upside down. Okay, that's a bit more popular, I think. A bit more poppy. Ah, okay. Been listening to a load of the stuff from the earlier haul recently, just churning through one disc after another, and it's all, I'm not going to tell you what it is, so you can watch the video to see what it is, but it's all very much the same style of music, very much the same era. Some of them are okay, some of them are not. I have found though one track from an artist which I didn't know, which I'm now going to look into, and there was another disc from a band that I didn't know, which I've found was quite interesting, and I'll be getting some more of their music as well. Okay, it's a nice way to learn new music. Oh, sorry about the noise. Ah, that's one of the bands. Yeah, that's one of the Minidiscs, because I remember, because I didn't know who it was, so I played it through my bookshelf system, my Panasonic, and got Google Assistant to find out what it was, and then I found out I used Web Minidisc Pro to find all the tracks, but there were some tracks it couldn't find, so I had to find those individually as well. So I think I've put a playlist or one of their albums on my YouTube Music to listen to at a later date. Done that one already, didn't I? Okay, don't know who he is. Oh, okay. Is this Indian? Is this... I don't know. Right, what else we got? Right, I have no idea what this music is. Some sort of jazzy thing. Looking forward to listening to some of this, but I've got quite a bit of a backlog. Oh, Beck. Ah, tell you what, Beck is one of the first bands I got into when I started buying used Minidiscs. There was a Beck Minidisc, and I got really into Beck about 4 years ago. I listened to lots and lots of their tracks, and then got less interested in it. So, but it's one of those ones I'll probably get more interested in a year or two. I'll go back to listening to them again. Another Beck. I think what I did as well is I can't remember, did I get a playlist? What I probably did was made a playlist on YouTube Music based on the Beck tracks that I liked. Rated R, don't know what that means. Could these be from America? Rated R. It's not one of our classifications, is it? In the UK. Yeah, I really don't know who half of these people are. Oh, I'm missing one. I have no idea about these. If this is your kind of music, you're probably shouting at the screen at the moment saying, yeah, it's brilliant, it's brilliant. Okay, that's a bit weird. No rare discs, which is a shame. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's 1997. Okay, I didn't really like most 1990s stuff. All got a bit samey. Okay, what should we do next? I will do these ones. More lamb chop. Different disc though. Afro, is that Cuban? Okay, if it's Cuban, I'll probably quite enjoy listening to that. Radiohead, okay, that's a bit more popular, as in pop music. Curtis Mayfield, okay, we had an empty box, didn't we? I wonder if that belongs in there. That's a lamb chop one. Oh, they're all in the wrong boxes. Never mind, I'll sort that out later. Ooh, this is a different one. Oh, Sony. Volume Uno. Well, there's a lot going on label-wise here, isn't there? These are jammed in. I was just checking the earlier video actually, just before I started this one, the previous haul video, and I realised there was some sync issues. As the further the video went on, the more out of sync my speaking or sliding of the discs. The sound didn't match up with the sliding of the discs. So I'm re-rendering it, but it's about half an hour, 25 or 26 minutes, and it takes flipping ages. Ah, right. In the haul of my, actually it was a haul, but it was given to me by someone. Probably about 30 of these RXGs. I'll put a link up there. Jenny and Jim's Minidisc gift, I think it was called. They had these stickers on them. So I wonder whether these stickers came with the discs on a sticker sheet. Anyway, did we see who that is? Oh, that's interesting. They had a load of, the Jenny and Jim one, I think it was, had a load of audiobooks. Oh, it's Express, okay. Okay, show my ignorance of 90s music now. That must be disc number 6. And that's another disc number 4. I wonder if anyone's been pausing these to have a good look at the tracks. Probably not. Okay, another box. I think we've done these already. I'm a bit disappointed there's no special discs. So let's move on a bit more quickly. That sounds a bit political. This is very similar to the some of the music in the previous haul. Okay. Another one I don't know. neat writing. State of that box. Right, so I think we're on to the final one now. Did I miss any? No, I don't think so. Yeah, pretty sure this is the last box. So we've got more discs than boxes. Okay, let's grab those. Don't know who that is. State of that. Yuck. Ah, same band as earlier. Lemon jelly, I think that was earlier as well. Actually, lemon jelly was the other batch I got. So obviously the people into this, I think I've got one of his tracks in my favourites, or hers. Oh, it is Tanto Tempo. That's been one of my favourite tracks for a long time. Yeah, so I think this music's probably more up my street. It's kind of jazzy stuff, but not old style. There's Bob Marley there. Not old style jazz. That's that guy again. Bobby Womack. Okay, that's not jazz at all, is it? That's more soul stuff. Very interesting. But, oh, no disc. That was an anticlimax, wasn't it? Nothing special in the way of discs. That really is a shame. I've got a ton of discs at a very good price, but I also own a ton of discs. I think I've probably got now about 400 mini discs, and that would take me weeks to listen to every single one. So, okay, I will have a sort out of all my mini discs. I've got batches. I've probably got more than 400. I need to get rid of some. Mini discs, mini discs, mini discs, mini discs, mini discs. Tapes from recent hauls. More tapes, surplus to requirement. Type 1 tapes that are good. Type 1 new old stock. Type 2 new and used, spares and test tapes. So too many discs, too many tapes. I do have a plan to, I'm started sorting them all out. I'm going through the ones that I definitely don't want, the ones that I probably want, and the ones that I definitely want, and I'll probably do videos on those. Let me know if that's what you want to see in the comments. Here's the card for the earlier haul. Probably on here, one of these somewhere. Click on that to watch that now, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.